Hey guys, it's Barbara. Welcome back to another episode of A Gardener's Journey Homestead. Today I'm planting bare root strawberries for the first time. So remember, I always say gardening is a journey. So I'm going to take you guys along with me as I do this for the first time. So let's go. Okay, so in terms of what I'm planting today, I got bare root strawberry plants, and I'm going to show you those. I bought them from Stark Brothers, and I have the honey June bearer plants. So I bought strawberry plants for the first time last year, but they were already plants. They weren't bare root, and I got them from Home Depot. And I put them in the ground, and I got one little strawberry, and then it died. And the reason is because I got them, I think, too late in the game. I think when I bought them, it might have been the end of April or May. Now, at the same time, in April is when all the strawberry fields and stuff was saying, come get strawberries and all of that. So I say all that to say that just because you see it in Home Depot doesn't mean that it's actually ready to plant right then. You could be late, you could be early. And so don't just think, oh, it's in Home Depot, it's in Lowe's, this must be the season. That's not always the case, right? So again, you learn as you go. So I found out that when I put them in the raised beds, by that stage, the season really was over and it was done, right? So this time I got bare root plants. This is the first week of March. My first frost is April the 18th. And so this is the time that you're supposed to plant them. And what I like about Stark Brothers is that when you order the plants, you put in your zip code and they have a shipping schedule. So they only ship it to you when it's time to plant in your zone or in your zip code. So I got these plants last week. I wasn't able to put them in the ground, so we're going to cross our fingers. But the instructions said that as long as I kept them damp and moist, they should hold up for a good 2 to 3 weeks. So I had them in the root cellar, and today we're going to see how it goes. So the first thing I'm going to do is to kind of just prepare the bed where they're going to go. I've added in some of my homemade compost. If you saw my video last week, I showed you the first compost that I got as well. So there's a lot of firsts going on around here. So I'm just going to get the bed ready, mix the compost in, and then we're going to get to planting. Okay, y'all can see I've gotten all the weeds out of the bed. I've spread the compost all around, so we are now ready to plant. Okay guys, so remember I have bare root strawberry plants, and so one of the first things it told me to do is to put them in water to get them out of their dormant stage. So they've been sitting in water, just regular water, for about 30 minutes or so. So I'm going to take them out, separate them, and start them planting. So again, everything that I read, and even with the instructions, it said, like I said, to put them in water for about 15 to 45 minutes before you plant, to kind of just dampen them up, be able to separate them and get them out of their dormant state. Okay, y'all, so you can see kind of how they come. And so now I'm just going to separate. Let's see. Let me see if I can adjust it and bring you guys down, because you can see me, but you can't see the plants. This is how they look now, but I'm going to separate them. So I've separated one. You can kind of see that's the root part. This is what they call the crown. So again, y'all, I haven't done this before. I'm just telling you based on what I've seen and read. So we're going to put this in the ground up to the crown part. You don't want the crown underground. You want it to be up to the crown. I think I need to go a little bit deeper with this. Hopefully you can see that. So you can see just the crown is sticking out. You can see this already has a little bit of a leaf there. But that's basically what you're going to do. And the instruction says to plant them between 8 to 18 inches apart in 2 to 3 foot rows. So I'm gonna probably do mine just because I want to get all of them in the bed if I can. And I can't remember how many I have. I think I have 25. So I'm gonna probably do maybe 12 to 14 inches. Again, you can take the liberty to do whatever you want. Obviously, these do have runners. I do know that much, where they're gonna have 3 or 4 plants that come off each one. So you wanna allow space for the runners. So I'm gonna go and get these planted on the first row, and I'll come back and show you. Guys, I got all the strawberry plants in the ground. All of them did not fit in the raised bed if I kept with the spacing. I started to just make me another row inside of the spacing that I wasn't supposed to do. But then I thought, this is my first time. Let me try to do it the right way. But again, you can take liberty as a gardener. It's your garden, right? So I put the rest of them in my green stalk. And so we'll see how they do in there. I'll tell you the biggest thing for me to remember as I was doing it is to put the root part in the ground and not the crown. Just naturally, because the roots are kind of long and you can see that crown at the top. Just naturally, my mind was thinking, you know, crown, and then the roots come up. And so I had to keep reminding myself, nope, it's the other way around. So it's my first time. If you have done bare root strawberries before, please, please, please leave me some tips below. Let me know. From everything that I read, I have the June bear variety. And so I've heard that it takes a full year before I'll start. I may see a couple of strawberries or a few strawberries this summer, but I can expect the big harvest next year. So again, this is a thing, you know, as a gardener, sometimes it can be hard to wait and you can be impatient, because I'm like, I gotta wait a whole year, but it'll be worth it. So strawberries are perennial, so they'll keep coming back. So you got to start somewhere and you got to get them in the ground. So we love strawberry jelly. Of course, I make it. And so last year I went to the strawberry patch and bought some strawberries. I think I was there on the last day. And so the pickings were slim, so I only got like 2 buckets full. We went through that strawberry jelly so fast. So I want to make sure that I have my own strawberries. Now, will I still go to the strawberry field this year? I absolutely will, because clearly I won't have tons of strawberries. But again, this is all part of being self-sufficient, self-sustaining, and making sure that you have the things that you and your family like on hand and that you can grow yourself, right? So this is my very first time doing it. So we're gonna pray and hope and ask the Lord to bless the harvest. But if you have any tips, definitely put them down below. So all that's left now is I'm gonna water them in, just like you would with anything else that you plant, and that's it. And so as I do the garden tours each month, of course, I'll show you the progress that we're making. Okay. Thank you guys for joining me on my first planting of bare root strawberries and just kind of going along with me. Hopefully this helped. And hopefully it encouraged you if you have not done it yourself. Again, I bought them from Stark Brothers. This is my first time ordering from them, but I got a lot of great referrals. They have fruit trees, they have plants, fruit plants, they have every possible fruit thing that you could want. So if you're not familiar with Stark Brothers Nursery, then go ahead and find them online. I will put their website in the description below. So remember, gardening is a journey. We're going to grow together. I'll see you next time.